Hello there. The left and right of UK politics have joined forces to push for a digital ID for everyone in the UK. When former Tory party leader William Hague and former Labour Party leader and Prime Minister Tony Blair get together to push something, then you know this is a serious kite being flown. And that kite is to get every person in the UK to have a digital ID, a government-controlled digital ID. Yes, the left and right of the political spectrum joining forces to advocate a digital ID for everyone. An ID that could end up being the only way you could interact with the state. And writing in the Times, the pair say, "We advocate reorganising the centre of Whitehall to drive the use of data and artificial intelligence across government, including digital ID for every citizen, a national health infrastructure that uses data to improve care and keep costs down, and sovereign artificial intelligence systems backed by supercomputing capabilities." And they've published a report that does, of course, feature on the website of the Tony Blair Institute, and that paper is called A New National Purpose: Innovation Can Power the Future of Britain. And in there it talks about building AI-era infrastructure, data capabilities and digital IDs. And judging by the length of the document and its detail, these two, and probably their teams, appear to have been working on this for some time. And the focus of this is on their Future of Britain project. Why do these report writers never seem to have UK in the title? Anyway, Blair and Hague have two technical recommendations regarding digital IDs. One is accelerate the implementation of a single digital ID system for all residents, providing a digital wallet to access it, while ensuring that digital and physical copies of ID have the same legal status, as is the case in Ukraine. And two, legislate for a wide-ranging, once-only principle as a forcing mechanism to spur secure, proportionate data sharing between government agencies. Now, Ukraine will only have those laws in place if they can keep Putin at bay, and if they can't, then the Russians would have everything they need in one programme to rule the country, or cripple it by hitting the data centres maybe. Now, installing such a system would presumably mean the government procuring a large tech company to put together a comprehensive ID system for nearly 70 million people. A system that could be used by everyone in every local and national government agency in the land, that has the ability to securely amalgamate all your data from every government department, from health records to police records, and keep it 100% safe from being spied on and hacked. Yeah, as if the government has got a good track record in these sorts of things. Oh, and then we'd presumably have an artificial intelligence bot to oversee it, with at least one full data centre being dedicated to backing the main system up in real time. And after a month of it being in operation, some new tech innovation would probably render it obsolete and make it a major data security risk. And I can imagine the whole system being out of operation for days every time they do need to upgrade it. Look what happens to banking systems when they upgrade. Now, Blair and Hague point to Estonia and its X-Road system or crossroad system that connects all its citizens to the state electronically. And this is called e-Estonia. Here's what ThompsonStein.com says. The system was designed in such a way that with maximum efficiency and the highest standards of protection of stored data, the project costs were kept reasonable. The built system is therefore based on blockchain technology and data decentralization. This keeps the cost of infrastructure and its operation to a minimum. Although it must be remembered that Bitcoin is blockchain, and many people were still scammed out of a lot of money. And Thompsonstein.com says from this tech the following possibilities flow: e-ticket, e-school, e-tax board, and one of the most interesting ideas, e-voting. But then we get to the bit that would prick the ears up of any autocratic politician. One of the more interesting systems is the yet-to-be implemented artificial intelligence for adjudication in courts. It is to be used in lower-level cases. The computer will issue a verdict based on a prior analysis of the file. Studies have shown that this will benefit the efficiency of the courts. And although the outcome could be appealed to a traditional court, you can imagine the mission creep on that one, couldn't you? Especially where fines are involved, and joined-up government knows what your bank account details are. The BBC licence fee would be fully hooked up into it, wouldn't it? Anyway, Estonia is now exchanging data with Finland using this system, and X-Road is now being used by 250 million end users in over 100 countries, including Colombia, Estonia, Argentina, Finland, India, Iceland, Mexico, Madagascar, Brazil and Japan. Sounds like there's scope for everyone on the planet to have one of these IDs, or even be forced to have one, or have no access to healthcare, the employment market, driving licenses, state pensions or benefits maybe. Now couple that together with face scanning and the brainwave surveillance I talked about yesterday and wonder where society is headed. Now all this is and will be pushed psychologically by scaring people into thinking that they will be left behind unless they fully engage with all this new invasive tech. But you have to wonder how far this will end up going. And will we find, as we go forwards, that the technology is better at running our lives than we are? That AI makes better doctors, surgeons, accountants and lawyers? Better gardeners, architects and artists? That AI music is nicer to listen to? That AI-generated cinema knocks spots off Holly and Bollywood? That we must then trust the tech to always make the right decisions for us? At what point do the humans become the slaves to the machine? All for the benefit of mankind, of course. Or am I just being a technology Luddite?